Hello and welcome to my unboxing and first look at a gaming accessory. It is a Nintendo Switch Pro controller. It's in this box right here. They're normally about £65, which is quite pricey for a controller. I managed to grab hold of this one though for about 53. It's still pretty expensive, but if you're going to be playing your Switch in dock mode, it's kind of a must. These controllers are fantastic. They're very sought after, and this is what you get. You know, if you play in dock mode, having to remove the Joy-Cons and put them on the grip accessory every now and again, or even keeping them on that is just such a faff. I've used these before and very impressed. So let's unbox this, have a look. So it's the controller itself. Oh wow, kind of reminds me of like the gel consoles, like the Game Boy Color that was sort of translucent, and the Xbox consoles that were translucent. You can see bits and pieces there. They have modified these a little bit and brought out some different additions, but it's lovely. It's got a built-in battery that lasts a very long time, which is great. It's wireless. It doesn't weigh too much, very similar to like the PlayStation 5 controller. You've got the thumbsticks that click in, you've got nice large triggers and top buttons, you've got the USB-C, you've got the pairing button, you've got your plus and minus, your home and your screenshot and start video capture. The D-pad is a proper D-pad. The buttons are nice and big. I would have preferred those buttons to be like just a little bit further to the right. There's quite big gaps in between them, so make the gaps a little bit smaller and move them a bit more to the right. But the analog sticks, that, you know, where they're placed, is just lovely. You know, and it's great with these buttons, because a lot of the Switch games you have to hold a button down, and on the Joy-Cons they're just, in my opinion, just too small. But this is a lovely controller. It feels great, nice and solid. I just can't wait to be playing my games with this from now on. You do get a cable. It's just a USB to USB-C cable. I guess if you've got a separate USB cable, it will charge from that. I'm going to put this on charge. The Switch OLED dock does have two USB outs, so you could really, you know, connect this to one of the USB outs, and you know, whenever you need to charge the controller. I don't know whether it's long enough to play. Probably not. It doesn't say how long this cable is, but I'm thinking it's 1.5 meters, possibly. So yeah, if you want to game and things and your dock is quite far away, it might be worth picking up like a 3 meter USB-A to USB-C cable, but this will do its job for charging, and the controller won't need to be charged that often. But yeah, this is fantastic. Of course, it wouldn't be a Super Saiyan video if I didn't have some kind of I say size comparison. I'm just going to compare the Switch Pro controller to the Series X/Series S controller, this one. I find this controller a bit too small for me. With this, I find that I have to kind of reposition my hand almost to use the analog stick, rather than it being in a neutral position. Whereas this, I think, is already there. I don't need to move my hand much, and also the triggers are awful. They really are terrible. You've only kind of got one place where you can press them. Unlike, in my opinion, the much superior Series 2 controller, where you've got much bigger triggers, and of course, you know, the battery life, you can play all of the Halos with this battery life and it not need a charge. It's just crazy. And remember, you've got all the paddles as well. So that's where it compares to the Xbox. I'm using the PlayStation 5 white controller in this comparison, just because it stands out. Of course, I do have the a black version as well, but yeah, PlayStation 5 is my favourite controller. Weight wise, you know what, it's not much in it at all. I'd say that the PS5 controller is a bit heavier, just a tiny bit heavier. The Elite 2 controller is definitely the heaviest out of all of these, but it's built the most secure, I think. It's very, very robust. But the PS5 has the worst battery life out of these three. But you just can't beat that haptic feedback from the vibration. But you just can't beat that haptic feedback from the triggers and the dual sense vibration. It's just fantastic. It's just let down by the battery life. I need to go away and use the Pro controller for long periods of time before I give like a full verdict. It's going to be hard pressed to surpass the PS5 one. And just with all the features and things like the microphone and the touchpad and all the rest of it, the PS5 one, I don't think the Pro is going to top that. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you an unboxing and what to expect from a Switch Pro controller. What are your thoughts on the controller compared to the PlayStation 5 and Elite 2 controllers? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.